Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. I hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Okay, let's see. I'm going to put these cards in the upright and the reset the deck. So, happy Friday, wherever you are. Some of you may already be on Saturday. And if so, happy Saturday. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. I hope everybody is having a good day. And if it doesn't, I hope that I can help you have a better day. I'm going to do 3 yes or no questions, but it's going to be 1 card. Upright is yes, upside down or reversed is no. So right now I'm resetting the deck so that I can shuffle and get this particular tarot deck ready to answer your questions. Hi, whoever's there. Hope you're having a good day. My name is Han, and this is Artemis Oracle. I'm an oracle and tarot card reader. Let's see. Let's see. Not expecting much people today. Okay, so the rules are I can answer your question, has to be a yes or no question, which is like a closed-ended question. Like, is my favorite color green? Yes or no? Does my boyfriend think I'm fat? Yes or no? Like those types of questions. I'm not going to answer any questions that have like, oh, can you tell me like what does the future hold for me? I'm not answering those questions because those questions take a lot of time and they take a lot of energy. So hi Pugmug, I hope you're having a good day. Hi, Chiv. I'm going to say that because that's a lot. G5EI or E1 beep, 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 bop, bop. Okay. I hope you're doing well. Let's see. So, yes or no questions. If the card is upright, the answer is yes. If the card is reversed, the answer is no. But if I feel inclined to explain why, like whatever message I get based on your question, I will let you know. But it's based on whether I feel inclined to answer in that way. Okay, so all the cards so far are in the upright because I reset the deck. So I'm going to split it now so that half of it is going to be in the reverse. See, so half is going to be upright and the other half is going to be reversed. And I'm going to shuffle it now so that it's thoroughly mixed and ready to answer your questions. Yes or no questions are close-ended questions. Thank you for the likes. Okay. It seems pretty slow. Let me see something. Let me see if I could change the settings. Okay, I'll put subscriber mode on. So shuffling this back, getting it ready for you. Okay, So since it's pretty slow now, I'm going to just do a general reading just so that I can have some content. But hopefully there's a message that you may need to know. Earlier today I did a live, and if you're interested in hearing what that message is, I suggest you go check it out. I think it was a love reading. But let's see. I'm gonna go into the chisme deck. What's the gossip deck? Hi Shantae, how are you? So now I'm gonna do a what's the gossip reading. Good. I know the last time I did a reading for you, I remember it was a good one. So I hope you're starting to see some things for yourself. And that you had a happy Valentine's Day. I think it was it, but the day before Valentine's Day? Hi Sarha, how are you? Okay, that's good, Shantae. Your birthday season's coming up soon. My son is in Aries, so so I know your birthday's coming. So you and Jeffrey are in contact. Yes, I remember the 501s, it's like competition, and you had the Emperor. I remember. I hope that comes true for you. I have really good memory. Oh yes. Oh, cool. You're a number 8 like me. My birthday is on the 8th of November. Oh, do you think number 8 is a lucky number for you? Unfortunately, no. The only magic trick I know is how to make myself disappear, Pug Bug. I hope you're doing well. But I can also make myself reappear. So those 2 tricks, those are my 2 magic tricks. Okay, Sarha. Yeah, I love the number 8. I feel like it's a lucky number. Especially when you see like 3 of them at the same time. That's like, wow, it's amazing. Okay, I'm gonna answer Sarha's question. Hey, Sarha. How you doing, Pugmug? Okay, let me see. Okay, Sarha, let me read your question about Jeffrey. Okay. Jeffrey has feelings for Sarha. Does Jeffrey have feelings for Sarha? Does Jeffrey have feelings for Sarha? I want it to come out. Okay. Does Jeffrey have feelings for Sarha? I feel like right now it's a maybe. And I don't know if he's experienced some sort of sadness or heartbreak in the past, and that's why he's healing from. But I feel like Jeffrey does have feelings for you, but maybe working through some past issues. Maybe issues with insecurity or being left out in the past, sadness, disappointment, maybe self-esteem issues. So it's looking like it could be a maybe, and it could be developing. But I think that there's something going on in the background that he's still recovering from. I hope that's helpful. Hug me. Okay. Okay, I'm answering yes or no questions. So if the card is upright, it's a yes. If it's reversed, it's a no. And if I feel inclined to add more to the message, I will. It's depending on how clear cut. Sometimes a card could be like a really good yes, or a soft no, or like a soft yes and a hard no, you know? You're welcome, Sarha. Oh, yes, me too. Does anybody have any good plans? Any plans for the weekend? That's my yes or no question for you. I'm going to be going to a sip and paint this weekend, and then I'm going to be going to a concert. So it's an exciting weekend for me too. Let's see. Okay, since it's slow, I don't have anybody there. 2 people showed up. Okay, let's see. What's the gossip? Okay, what's the gossip? What's the gossip? What's the gossip today? Okay, first card we have is glow up. This card keeps coming out. I don't know if some of you are just really focused on improving your self-esteem, the way you look, the way you're showing up, possibly some of you may be having some procedures done. I'm thinking that. This card came up earlier today. Hi, Vanilla. Okay, now I'm starting what's the gossip reading? And then I'll answer your questions. So this card came up earlier, self-improvement, finding your confidence, personal transformation better than ever. And it's interesting too, because we're in Pisces season, and this is when, we could start to imagine like what we would like for ourselves, what we want for our lives. And then it could call us to go deeper within ourselves to gain a better understanding, to like really reflect on the past actions and what things you would like to do. But Pisces is a very dreamy, creative, intuitive, and I really think like dreamy type of energy, where you start to really visualize, imagine all these possible scenarios for yourself. But some of you may be wanting to improve your appearance, improve your outlook in life, improve your life in general. It could be like personal or interpersonal or environmental, every aspect of your life. Yes, I am. But now, since there aren't that many people here, I'm starting a what's the gossip reading. So I'm starting off with that. And I'm only doing yes or no questions. So if the card's upright is yes. If it's reversed, it's no. If I feel inclined to add more based on what the cards show me, then I will add on to the message. And hi, Bonnabelle. That reminds me of, I'm older. I'm in my 40s. And that reminds me of Bonnabelle, the makeup for teenagers. So I have the love bombed here. Intense affection too quickly, excessive attention, overwhelming charm, hidden control. So, let's see what else comes out with that. Boundaries. I feel like if some of you are having issues with your self-esteem, where someone can come by and when you put these 2 cards together, sometimes if we're in this energy where we're not feeling really great about ourselves, we can attract the type of person that could say sweet nothings to us and, make us feel real good about ourselves, even though, before we were getting the attention, we were feeling like crap. But then I feel like some people may be taken advantage of, because they're in that low vibrational energy of being not feeling like they're worthy and feeling lonely. But then someone comes along, gives them the attention, and then, sometimes, that desperate vibe in a way. And so I don't know who this might belong to, but somebody needs to instill boundaries, because this card came out in the reverse. So that there may be a lack of boundaries due to someone's self-esteem issues. The card says saying no firmly, protecting your peace, setting limits clearly, enough is enough. So that's something that some of you or someone around you is being advised, that they need to be more firm in their boundaries when it comes to situations where someone may come in and say all these wonderful things to gas you up, but then they're doing that just to get something out of you. Okay, so let me see what else comes out. I feel like that's a message for somebody. Okay, that card. Crossroads, important choices, life-changing decision. Choose wisely, your next step matters. Closure, letting go, ending chapters, emotional release, finally free. You can see how that adds on to the reading. But feel free to leave your questions and then I will go back and answer them. Okay, thank you, Bonabelle, and let it go. Okay, so from what I said, this could be past energy with the cards I'm seeing now. So some of you may be at a crossroads, or someone around you, because maybe at a crossroads, deciding on what you should do. And you may be understanding or having that realization that you need to have firmer boundaries. But it's that decision. Possibly if you are around someone who is a love bombing energy, then you may be trying to figure out in what way you can close out a cycle or put closure to this type of energy within yourself. You know, closing out that cycle of, you know, getting into certain relationships or dynamics where you're being essentially, I don't want to say taken advantage of, but where you're feeling vulnerable. You know, you may be, like I said, maybe not you per se, because it may not even be you. It could be someone around you as well. So there may be someone who's feeling insecure about themselves, but they like the validation from other people. And it's a matter of, you know, no, setting the boundary of like, no, I don't need anybody's validation. It's important that I validate myself. Move away from that type of energy, choosing yourself, essentially, being at a crossroads where you're going to choose either continuing a cycle of this type of behavior and dynamics with people, or moving towards a place where you set firmer boundaries for yourself. And then you're releasing all those insecurities, the vulnerabilities that made you susceptible to love bombing energies, you know? So that could be advice for someone, or this is someone who is going through that phase right now, or has already exited, has released that type of energy on themselves. Good morning, Subraj. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well too, Bonabelle. I didn't say that to you, but I hope you are doing well. Okay, let's see what else comes out. Okay. That was a horrible shuffle, but you saw that card somersaulted out of the deck. Side hustle. Multiple incomes, extra earnings, financial security, always on my grind. Some of you may be turning your back on love and focusing on something that you're more interested in, something that's going to show you actual growth, especially if you're in this energy or were in this energy. So some of you may be like maybe doing side hustle. Like side hustle could be anything, you know. It could be you having your own small business where you're creating items, or you're doing your own like personal like tarot readings, sewing, crocheting, arts, nails, any talent that you can monetize. Or you could be doing like Uber Eats, or that's my mother texting me. You could be doing like Uber Eats, or being a shopper, you know, like Instacart, something like that. So you may be focusing on trying to build your wealth, build up your finances, because let's see what else. Because maybe you want better for yourself, you know. You're like, no, all this energy that I was giving to someone else, or I've been giving to situations, I could be putting towards something that is going to give me actual tangible results, you know. Hi, Marcia, how are you? Everything's good right now. I'm finishing up this reading, and then I'm going to start answering yes or no questions. So I'm going to get some more cards. Just 2 more cards, Spirit. Okay. Oh, hopeless romantic. Oh yeah, maybe some of you are just moving away from this hopeless romantic energy too, you know, where you may have been susceptible to love bombing because you always had romance in the head. And I could resonate with this. And this is this is interesting that this card is coming out too, you know. Some of you may have been very much focused on wanting a relationship, but now you're deciding that the relationship that you definitely need to work on is the one that you have on yourself, especially the one you have with yourself, especially with this glow up. It's like no longer wanting to be the person that you were. Oh my God, my speech is horrendous today. No longer wanting to be the person you were and wanting to work on being the person you want to become. You know, that could be your side hustle, you know? You could be sharing your journey with other people. I know a lot of people, they like to share their weight loss journey. I saw your question, Suraj. I'm going to answer it once I finish this reading, as well as Bonnabelle's question. You don't need to put it in the chat. I already saw your question, Suraj. Okay, good. Okay, Vanilla, they got the message. They just want the question heard and read. It's okay. Now, if it's like 5 of them back to back, then I will put the person in timeout. But thank you, Vanilla. Okay, one more. Oh, some of you may be working on your inner child. But because you know what? When people, and I could speak from my own experience, when you've experienced a lot of trauma or sadness, neglect, or even abuse, that has a tremendous amount of a tremendous effect on your self-esteem, especially if you felt like you were emotionally neglected by your parents or your caregivers. When you get older, some people, even when they're teenagers, they tend to fall prey to people who are love bombers. So some of you may be working on taking care of your inner child, doing all the things that you want to do, healing your inner child too. It says healing childhood wounds, reconnecting with joy, playfulness restored, return to innocence. So that could be something that you are working on too, because though I don't think a lot of people recognize that the wounds that we carry usually come from our childhood, and sometimes we compartmentalize them and we pack them away, and then something happens and it re-triggers something, and then that's when you have to do the work, and you have to go within, and you could do different things. You could do journaling, you could be talking. I like journaling because it allows me to put into words the thoughts or feelings I'm experiencing. So it's cathartic, it's a way of purging. And when you do that, that's a way of healing your inner child, because there were some wounds that probably have been, sometimes you put a Band-Aid on a wound, but it never heals. It just covers it. But some of you may be at this place where you want to heal. You don't want to repeat the same cycle, Yeah. But it's going to take time. But then I feel like when you reach that point when you start to appreciate and value yourself as a person and everything that you have to offer outside of being in a love relationship, that's going to help boost your self-esteem. Also help you recognize how important you and your needs are in any dynamic that you're involved in, whether it's with your family, your friends, your job, relationships, if you enter into one, or just the way you handle people or you interact with other people, and that may in turn also make you feel like a star. I love saying this. I'm a star, I'm a star, I'm a star. That song. Because it's gonna make you feel like when you feel proud of yourself over healing, going through the healing journey, that improves your health. The happiest people are the ones that look the youngest, right? But they also are the ones that have like this beautiful, pure, loving, innocent type of energy, and it's like you rediscovering that part of yourself, So I'm going to leave that reading there, and then I'm going to start answering your questions. So I hope that message was helpful to someone in some way. Okay. So I'm going to start answering. Happy Friday. Okay. All right, let me go. So let's see who's the first question I have. All right. Hi, everyone. If you didn't catch the intro, my name is Tan. Artemis Oracle is my channel. I'm an Oracle and Tarot card reader, and I'm going to start answering yes or no questions. If the card is in the upright, that means yes. If it's in the reverse, it's no. But if I feel inclined to add more information based on your question, I will give you more advice or guidance based on the cards that come out. So sometimes it's just going to be a hard yes or no, or I may need to explain why it's coming out that way. Okay, let me see who's the first person to ask the question. Okay, I answered Pugmug's question. All right. Okay, Bonnabelle, is Gurpreet going to do a reunion with Arpita with commitment? So you want to know if Gurpreet is going to commit to you. Okay. Am I right, Bonnabelle? Will Gurpreet commit to... Okay. Because I have to scroll up. Okay, let's see. Bonnabelle, are you still there? Bonnabelle, I'm assuming you're with Gurpreet. Okay, I don't know if Bonnabelle's there. Okay, yes, Bonnabelle. Are you, Bonnabelle? Are you dealing with Gurpreet? I saw your question, Suraj. You don't have to keep messaging. But are you in a relationship, or are you dealing with Gurpreet? Ah. Okay. So no, Vanilla, stay. Because I already see Suraj's question, and then you're next, Vanilla. Okay. It's looking like a yes, Bonnabelle. It's looking like yes, he's going to commit to you. Let me see. Okay, you broke up. Okay. So it's looking like a yes, that you and him are going to reunite. And you know what? It might happen unexpectedly. Like he may be rushing in. You may not even be ready. He may come out of nowhere because the way the Knight of Swords is racing, so it might happen unexpectedly. I'm getting the next 4 weeks. The next 4 weeks. That time frame popped up in my mind. So within the next 4 weeks, you might be hearing from him within the next 4 weeks. Okay? Vanilla Pie, are you still there? Suraj. Okay. Oh, Suraj, I'm only answering yes or no questions. So I'm gonna ask if Suraj will be contacting you. Okay? I mean, will Lippy be contacting Suraj? Will Lippy be contacting Suraj? Oh my God! Look at the Knight of Swords came out. Yes, unexpectedly too. He might be messaging you, contacting you unexpectedly. For you, Suvra, I got within the next 2 weeks. Within the next 2 weeks, Lippy will be contacting you within the next 2 weeks. You're welcome, Lippy. Bonnabelle, I hope that I hope the message was helpful. Okay. Okay, I think Vanilla left. Okay. All right, so let's see. Ambika. Okay, will he be breaking no contact with Ambika? Will he be breaking no contact? Ambika. You're welcome, Suva. The hangman in reverse came out. I think though this card is upside down and it's supposed to be a no, I think this is something that he is thinking about. He's contemplating. So I would say this card is a maybe. I think he's contemplating reaching out to you. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the card is in reverse, right? And if it's supposed to be like this would have been a yes, you know? But I feel like since it's upright, he's considering it. And it's this yellow. This is something that he's thinking about. Okay, Ambika, I hope that was helpful. Let me put the card back the way it was. Okay. Does anybody else have a yes or no question? If you're just joining, my name is Tan. Artemis Oracle is my channel, and I'm doing yes or no readings right now. So in order to have your question answered, you will need to subscribe. You know, even if it's just for a minute. You know, and if I feel that when the card is upright, that means it's a yes. If it's reversed, it's a no. And if I feel inclined, I will explain why the card is coming out like that and what message I get from that. And so far, I've been able to give time frames, which is interesting. So let's see. So Vika, hi Vika. I can't tell you what Pallavi's feeling for you with a yes or no question. So you need to ask a yes or no question. So you need to rephrase your question. So you can, one of the ways you can rephrase it, and you can let me know if you agree, is does Pallavi have feelings for Vika? Let me know if that question works for you. The question you could let me know, or you could change your question, but it has to be a yes or no. Vikas. You're welcome, Ambika. Okay. See, that's a good question. Okay. Thank you so much for joining today. I hope everybody's having a good day. It's Friday here in New York City. So I'm guessing a lot of you are from India. I'm guessing because when I look at my analytics, it shows that my highest viewers are from the US, UK, and India. So I'm guessing it's morning where you are. So you may be in the future and Saturday. Okay. Okay. Miss Pallavi wants to live with Vikas. Okay. Thank you for confirming. Miss Pallavi wants to live with Vikas. 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 Wow. So good morning, Vikas. This Pallavi wants to live with Vikas. You have the yes. Yes, it's looking like a yes, Vikas. Vikas would like to live with you. I don't know if sorry, Pallavi wants to live with you, Vikas. Oh, he does want to live with you. They want to live with you. I don't know if you're a female or masculine, but yes, it's coming out, and this is a really good card, the Ten of Cups. So that's like ultimate happiness. It's like happiness. It's like everything. It's like family, having a family together, marriage. It's like having everything. Just a happily ever after. I hope. I cannot tell you that because that's not a yes or no question. Okay. Ambika, you can ask another question, Ambika, just as long as it's a yes or no. Vegas, I could say that for you, it might be because she might be feeling a bit of conflict. She may be conflicted about moving in. I don't know if there's stuff going on with her family or within her, if there's stuff that she needs to take care of, but there may be something going on that's making it a challenge, you know? I hope that's helpful, Vegas. Okay, what's your question, Ambika? Over here in New York, it's 8:07 p.m. And I'm drinking coffee. Cold coffee. Oh, I don't like answering questions about exams. So just so everybody knows, this is for entertainment purposes only, you know, because like energy can change at a moment's notice. So for shits and giggles, because I'm gonna answer your question, okay? But remember, it's just a card, okay? And if it says no, it's probably because you need to study. You need to study more. Okay, well, Vika's cracked the banking exam in 2026. Why are you rolling your eyes, Vikas? You know, to pass an exam, you have to study. Trust me, I took many exams. Well, because they don't want to answer. No, because passed the banking exam. Well, he cracked the banking exam in 2026. Oh, wow. You got a good card, Vikas. It's looking like a yes, that you're going to be very happy. You're probably going to even be proud of yourself. It's looking like a very, it's a yes. It's a yes. Vikas. Okay, let's go to Ambika's question. Ambika's question. You already knew the answer, Vikas. You already knew. Okay, let me ask the question. Will Deepon be coming out of the contemplating zone and breakthrough in communication in the next 2 months with Ambika? Thank you, because I try to be, it's all about good karma, and if you're a bad person, well, yeah, some bad people, they still get what they want. So I want to be proud of myself too. I want the 9 of Cups too. Thank you, Ambika. I really appreciate your compliment. So let's see. Wait, let me see his name. Adiban. Communicate with Ambika within the next 2 months. Adiban, coming out of comfort zone. I have breakthrough communication in the next 2 months. Ambika. Is a yes for you. I would say it will probably, I want to say 10 weeks. No, 10 weeks? No, that's more than 2 months. But it came out. This is a yes, right? I said 10 weeks. That's not what I was going to say. I was going to say 10 days, but it might be 10 weeks. So it might be between 10 days and 10 weeks. It could be March 10th, April 10th. It might be 10 is significant. Okay? So it could be 10 days or 10 weeks for you, Ambika. I hope that's helpful. Okay, Shantae. I thought you disappeared. Okay, Shantae. Can tell us, Shantae, if her business ideas are going to be successful. So, do you want to phrase it? Can we find out if any of your business ideas are going to be successful? Because if there's one that you're more inclined to, that's the one that might be the most successful. And I felt inclined to say that. I felt like I had to say it because that might be the one that you're maybe most excited for. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Sometimes it gets a little slow in the beginning of a live. But do you want to ask the question that way? Any of your business ideas? Because you can have so many ideas, but then there may be a specific one that you're more called to. Okay. So will any of Shantae's business ideas be successful? Will any of Shantae's business ideas be successful? Yes, but it's going to be you. I think you have a lot of ideas. You probably are. I feel like you probably have a lot of ideas, and it may be hard for you to decide on which one. But I would say the one that you feel is the one you really want to do, but is the one that kind of scares you. The one where you feel like it might not go well, but you still want to do it anyway. It's like you still want to take the risk. But I would say take very calculated risks because the 7 of Swords is one about strategies. Take very strategic risks with this. Not irresponsible risks, but ones that you really think through that are sound. I would say that. Definitely use whatever experience, because he's looking back, and when I think of looking back is when you're reflecting. So it might be something that you've been considering in the past doing, but you probably talked yourself out of doing, Shantae. So it's like the one that you want to do the most but scares you the most is the one that might be the one that you need to do. I don't know if I'm inclined to say that even before the card came out, but yeah, it's a yes. It's a yes for you, Shantae. I hope that was helpful. Okay, Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. How are you? Stephanie, if you studied. Because, I work in a school and I hear stuff about students. Okay. Okay. Or let's see, Stephanie. Well, Stephanie. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Oh, I understand that, Shantae. Oh, I've always known that I was supposed to have, oh, Stephanie. I don't, it came out no. It came out of no. I think when you're taking exams, because I'm looking at the bottom of the deck and it's this. Don't overthink. If an answer comes to you, trust what comes to you. Don't overthink it. Don't, if something comes to your mind like an answer and then you kind of second guess yourself, don't do that. Let your intuition guide you, because they always tell us when we're taking exams, the first thing, like the answer that pops up in your mind is usually the right answer. So I feel like that's something, Stephanie. Maybe that's why it doesn't go so well. Or it could be anxiety when you take tests. You may be having that. I think maybe that, I don't know, that's what came to me. So hopefully it was just, but if I don't know where you are in your, like when it comes to school, like in the semester, if it's the beginning of the semester, I would say like if there's any way that you could try to make it up, if they'll give you a retake, or if you can do extra credit, if this is one that kind of affects your overall grade. So I would say talk to your professor or your teacher and see in what way you can improve your grade if it's affecting your overall grade in the chemistry class. Because chemistry is, I'll be honest, like chemistry scares me, it scares me. That's why I never took it. So I would say try to see in what ways you can try to make up for it by doing extra credit, doing something like that. I hope it helps. I'm sorry, Stephanie. Okay. I understand why people retract their messages, because yeah, it ends up in the chat later on, and so it's okay that you retract your message. I understand, because sometimes when I'm in a chat, I don't really want to be putting messages, because then if somebody sees in the future, sometimes we might overshare, and then we're like, fuck, I was gonna be on YouTube forever, and I was asking if Robert loves me, So I completely understand you when anyone retracts their message or question. I don't take any offense, because if I still have the time to do it, I will retract. We want that stricken from the record, right? Striked from the record, something like that. Okay, so Ambika. Ambika, is Ambika on the right path for her self-healing journey? You got 2 cards, but I think what this is saying is yes, right? But you still need to learn how to balance. Balance. There's something that you need to start balancing. But it could be saying that it's maybe you having to learn how to, or you're still working on, or you need to continue working on balancing your emotions. Um, Especially if you are a water sign. I don't know, I haven't been asking anybody for their signs, but if you're a water sign, that may be something that you need to work on when it comes to your healing journey. Continue to work on balance. And I think that's like one of the hardest things too, is especially if you're so used to being imbalanced. Oh, I love that when you share confirmation for me, because like Shantae was saying, well, I was telling Shantae, it's like there were some things that I also hesitated with doing, because I am one that does have a lot of ideas, and sometimes I'm like I don't really see myself implementing them, but I could see myself sharing the ideas with people who can implement them. So, but when you confirm to me, yes, that's right, about like the water sign energy, or where you need to work on something, or I'm telling you something about your situation that you didn't even mention, but it's coming up with the cards, that confirms to me that this is exactly what I should be doing. So I appreciate that. I really appreciate when you confirm that with me. You confirm the messages are correct. Just so you know, I'm a water sign too. I have I'm Scorpio with Cancer rising. Scorpio sun. I have 4 Scorpio placements. And Cancer rising. So I'm like a lot of water. I have a lot of water in my chart. I would love to know what anybody's sign is. If you're earth sign, or you want to say your specific sign, like, I would like to know what your signs are. I know that Shantae is an Aries. Look at the Queen of Cups. Oh, look at that! And this water sign energy. Yes, Cancer, Sun, Scorpio, Moon. Oh, I don't know. I'm kind of jealous of people who have water sign. Their moon sign is a water sign, because that would have, I mean, I'm a hot mess as it is when it comes to my emotions, and I'm okay with it, because when I was younger, I was really, really sensitive, and I used to hate that about myself. But then if you look at the news, especially in America or anywhere where people are just like, they just don't give a fuck about people, it's like, okay, I understand why God made me this way, because I make up for all those other people that don't give a shit about other people, you know? So look at my water signs, my fellow water signs. Yeah, Scorpio moon. Wow. I can imagine. I'm kind of jealous. Because then it'll be like the trifecta, you know, if I could be like Scorpio sun, Cancer moon. No, Scorpio sun, Cancer rising, and a Pisces moon. Oh, I'd be super psychic, you know? So like now I've come to terms with the way I am, you know, that I am emotional, that I am someone who cares very deeply, and I could actually feel how other people feel, and like so much so as if it's my own pain. And but that learning that I have that ability is was scary, because you know sometimes if you're an empath and you can sense other people's emotions and even the shit that they're going through, like if like I'll say somebody in my family was dealing with infidelity, right? But I didn't know at the time. But I was feeling like the person I was with was cheating on me, you know? But the fact is, it wasn't my shit I was feeling. It was somebody else's, you know? So it's like being able to discern what is your pain, what is your sadness, what you need to keep your guard up from, or protect yourself from what other people are going through. you know, because if you could sense stuff that's going on around you, you'd be like, you don't know if it's really yours or someone else's. But then, like, say if I'm like, I'm worried about someone cheating on me, I'm like, I'm not even with anybody. So why am I worried about that? Why am I thinking, you know, it doesn't make sense. So sometimes you have to be like, do I have a reason to be stressed? Do I have a reason to feel this way? And if you can't find a valid reason, then you know it's someone else's baggage, someone else's energy that you're sensing, you know? Pisces moon, oh. Okay. Hi, Vaishnavi. Wait a minute. Your name sounds familiar. Have I read for you before? Oh, that's so, oh my gosh. See, it's like you sense it. Mm-hmm. But was your uncle ill or did he die? You know, was he healthy and died unexpectedly? You know? Oh, I'm so sorry for the loss of your uncle, Naima. Vaishnavi. I feel like I read for you before. Vaishnavi. Am I saying your name right? Yes. Yes. Sensitive. But I love that. Like, I think that we make up for the people who are apathetic, who don't care about other people. You know, I feel like it's like when God made Scorpio, he just kept pouring water in us. In fact, or Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, we're the ocean, you know? There's no container to contain how much emotions we feel. We are the ocean. You know, it's funny that ocean is in the word emotion, if you think about it. Maybe somebody said that already, but it's like clicking right now. Thank you so much, Ambika. I'm reading your comment about how you appreciate what I'm doing. I really appreciate you for letting me know. Hmm. Oh my goodness. That's true. Oh. So he had an asthma attack and it was unexpected. Yeah, that's definitely. So it was unexpected. Oh, asthma attacks are scary. I had an experience with one myself. Um, so I can only imagine how he may have felt, especially if he was awake while he was having one. Because sometimes I think people can have them when they're sleeping. Vaisnavi. So the H is the H silent? Because I'm American. I don't like I. I said it's like I'm American. Like it's I'm not that proud. Oh my god, then I'm gonna end up in the hit list of like of someone who's what you call it like someone against America. I'm not against America. I'm just against the current administration. Yes, I do. I live in the US. I remember, honestly, one a student came by and she was like tears. Ooh, I'm sorry, like I sound like I'm making fun of her, but the thing is, it's like, okay, lady, it's gonna be done. You don't need to be with the waterworks, you know, because I'm a water sign. I know I could be a crybaby, but I felt like it was just a performance. I felt like it was a performance because it just made me put up my boundary. Like, I don't want to be feeling this, you know? I like so put up that like my own wall, you know, like this person that's the president. I put up my own wall because she was just like too much. It was like too much, lady. It's gonna get done. Just relax. Chill. It was I was looking at her like, okay, are you done? Are you done? I'm in my 40s. But what you were saying about water, is it's, you know what it is? It's my Leo moon, apparently. My Leo moon is what my inner child, she makes me look younger. So my baby Tanya, the little girl that lives inside of me, she's what makes me look younger. So yeah, for water, and you know, it's funny, like I was talking about the ocean. I it's beautiful, you know, but the fact is it's so big. It looks like it never ends, and it's so deep. It's scary. Water's scary, you know? So it's like when I'm on a boat, if I'm sitting in a boat or and you just see water, you don't see any land, it's scary. It's like where the water looks like it never ends. It's crazy. It is, when I see it, it's beautiful, but it's scary. But it makes sense too. Because if you notice, there are some people who are scared to experience emotions because they don't really know how to handle it. It's like the ocean itself. It's scary. But it's beautiful to be able to experience emotions because that's what allows us to connect with other people. Because we can understand their sadness, we can understand their happiness, we can understand their excitement, their joy, why they may feel depressed or even anxious. You know, that's what allows us to connect with each other. And people who aren't like that, they're very closed off and selfish, you know, because they may only think about themselves, but not how their own actions may be affecting other people, you know. That's why I stay on the sand. I stay very close to the sand and the beach. Oh, that's why, like, if I go to the beach, I had to stand. There's only a certain part that I'll go to. I think it's up to my hips in the ocean. But it's so funny when the waves come crashing in and they knock you down. Oh my gosh. Oh, and then you like it happens unexpectedly and you get freaking ocean water in your mouth. Hopefully your head doesn't go underwater because then that's scary. It's definitely a strength, being able to care about people and understand people, because that's what allows us to connect. Apathetic people are disconnected. And sometimes it's like things that they've experienced that has caused them to not care, you know? And it could be even the way they're raised that tells them, you know, like, don't, like, you know, how we teach boys. Not we, I don't teach my boys that because I have sons. But some parents, they teach their sons that no, they're not allowed to cry. They shouldn't cry. Boys don't cry. No. If they're not supposed to cry, then why the hell God made them with tear ducts? If men aren't supposed to cry, then wouldn't they not have tear ducts? It makes no sense, you know? So I live in New York City. It definitely, discernment is so important with emotions, because some people, when you're empathetic and sensitive, basically the same thing. When you're highly sensitive, sometimes if some people may see that as a weakness and they may try to take advantage, you know. But this is why boundaries are so important. Yes, people tell me that. People tell me that I look Indian. No, I'm Puerto Rican. My family's from Puerto Rico, where Bad Bunny's from. But people have told me that. There was a pharmacy that I would go to, they asked me, they were like, are you from India? Are you Indian? Are you from India? I was like, no. And they were like, you look like you're from India. You look like you're from North India. And like, that's very specific to say, but to me, that's a compliment. I find it a compliment because women in India are beautiful. The women all over the world are beautiful, and every country, the beauty in every country is so different, but it's unique and exotic and special. You know, that would be cool to find out. But my family from Puerto Rico, I haven't done a DNA test, but we have native tribes. Actually, we have indigenous Puerto Ricans, because Puerto Ricans people are called Puerto Rican because they were either born in Puerto Rico, but they're not Puerto Rican by blood. So I believe that I am Puerto Rican blood-wise and ethnically. But I think Taino. We have Taino tribes, and that was part of the Caribbean. So in a way, I am what they would consider Indian, but in the Caribbean and Indian. Okay, all right, Stephanie. It came up. I'm so sorry. It keeps coming out. It's a no, Stephanie. And the bottom of the deck says no too. It is? I thought you took the exam already. The part of chemistry that you find the hardest, because I'm not very familiar with chemistry itself. I don't know if there's formulas that you have to remember or something. I would say if there's a specific part of chemistry that's very challenging for you, I would say do some practice questions. Because I don't know, are there formulas in chemistry? If there is, I don't know why I'm thinking formulas. I've never taken chemistry because I told you like it scared me, you know, the idea of it scared me. But if there's like a formula or something, then that may be something that you need to practice on. Like try to find a way to remember the formula or how to answer the formula. I hope that helps, Stephanie. I already answered your question, Suvra. I already answered your question. Okay, let's see. I already answered your question. You already forgot? Go back, scroll back to the beginning. Okay, what's your question? Vaishnavi. Am I saying your name right? Yes, ask your question. It's a yes or no question. Upright card, yes. Reverse card, no. And if I feel like I could get... But so you could just, is it yes or no? Am I saying it right or wrong? Because I know Navi is Navi. I know it's Navi. Is it Vais? Navi. Vais Navi? Or Vaishnavi? For one, for Vaishnavi, or two for Vaishnavi. Okay, Vaishnavi. Okay. Okay, Ratish. No, that's not a yes or no question. Ratish. That's not a yes or no. Okay, Harita. Will Supriya come back to Harita's life? Will Supriya come back to Harita's life? You have a no card, but it's the moon card. And both cards are no. The thought that came to my mind was I don't know how long you and them have not been in contact, have been separated, or haven't seen each other or communicated. But it might be because there are no longer feelings there. I already answered your question, Suvra. Yeah. So this card came out. It's an upright yes. But I feel like it has to do with emotions. There may be confusion about their emotions for you. So there's confusion. And I picked up that card by mistake. But definitely there's confusion. They may be confused about how they feel about you. But just so you know, we're answering the question for this current moment as it stands. Anything can change. Maybe they will have what you call it? I'm gonna get to your question, Vaisnavi. Supriya, at this moment, maybe confused about their feelings, and the energy can change at any time. So at this moment, it's looking like a no. But I feel like it has to do with their emotions, that they may be questioning their emotions. They may be confused about their emotions. Okay, I'm going to answer Vaisnavi. I hope that was helpful, Harita. Despite premises, huh? You got the sun in reverse. But then this too. So the sun in reverse is like, both of these are no, obviously. I don't know if Suhan or Sujan is is going through something at this time, something personal. I don't know if they're depressed or unhappy. Or I don't know if they've moved on. I had to, because that popped in my mind. So I don't know if they're unhappy, they're depressed, or they've moved on. That's what I got for you, Vaishnavi. I hope that was helpful in some way. Okay. Her name is Maya. Hi, Marcia. Okay. Thank you for letting me know you're still here. Okay, I'm going through the messages. Okay. Ratish. Will Ratish get... Let me see, Ratish. I'm sorry, but 10:45 is 8:46 over here. Okay, let me see. The Five of Pentacles came out again. Oh my goodness. Okay, for Ratish. What is Maya? What is Maya be Ratish's life partner? What is Maya be Ratish's life partner? Thank you for confirming for me. It looks like it's a yes for you, Ratish. But she may have some reservations about you. So if you're someone, or she's someone, it could be you or her, maybe holding back feelings, or maybe holding back money. I'm not saying you go spend a lot of money on her, but don't be cheap. But also it could just be someone's holding back their feelings, trying to control their feelings, trying to restrain themselves. I don't know if that's you, Ratish, or if that's Vismaya. So I think that someone wants to have control. And that's not going to work in a good relationship. So if that's something that either one of you have to deal with, it's like both of you have to be not try to control one another. Control is not good in a relationship. Okay, Ratish? So I don't know if that's for you or for her, but someone's holding back, but I feel like it has to do with control. I don't know if someone wants to control the other person or someone is trying to control themselves. So I hope that was helpful, Ratish. And thank you for confirming for me, Vaishnavi. Okay. Okay, Ayanka. Okay, I see. Okay. Naima's question. Okay, well. Will Naima receive any revealing information this weekend? Let me get a little more comfortable. Okay. Will Naima receive revealing information this weekend? It's a yes. I don't know if you're trying to hear about something about work, somebody about that you work with, or somebody within your friend group, or someone within your community, but there's going to be something you're going to be learning. And it may have to do with 3 people. Hopefully, hopefully you might be involved if you're asking. But hopefully it's not like a third party situation. But I feel like you are going to get something and you might be learning it from, I don't know if you're going to be hearing about another couple Okay, you might be hearing about a couple. I don't know. This is weird. Maybe you're finding out about somebody from work being involved with somebody else. Something like that. I don't know. Or um, but it's surrounding work or money. It could be money because Pentacles is money. So yeah, the answer is yes. Okay, give me a moment. I'm gonna check this text message. I have to check my mother's. Okay. Okay, I'm just checking my mother's message. Okay, and another person. All right. Let me see. Just checking to see if anybody else had any questions. The last question was Naima's. And then I have a Yankan. Okay. Oh, Aries season is coming. Oh. I don't know if it's a positive or negative outcome, but it's because it was just a Three of Pentacles. And that has to do with a collaboration. And it was in the upright. Naima. I hope it's not involving you. Hi, world boss. How you doing? No. All right, I want to answer. Oh. Okay. Whatever the truth is, whatever you may be finding out, it's going to be coming out for a reason. And it's probably either going to get you out of this shit or force you to get out of this shit. Because then it's going to, I want to say it's going to test you in some way. Hi, Yanka, and I'm sorry I'm taking you to answer your question. Okay, let's find out about your CA foundation exam. Okay, please know that this is for entertainment purposes only. It's not meant to cause any anxiety, stress on you. Okay, so take the messages as they resonate. They're just cards. Okay, that's why I've with the way the cards are coming out, that's what's causing me to want to explain more. Because there may be something that in whatever the response is or the answer is that you can change. Because remember, we have free will. We have free will. This is why it's hard to answer exam questions because, yes or no, but it could be like, yes, maybe you want to pass, right? But you want to pass with 100. And that's what's in your mind. And the no could be like, no, you're not going to pass with a 100. You might pass, but you might not pass with a 100. You know what I mean? But let's see what the current energy is. 7:16 a.m. Ooh. It's 8:54 over here. Okay, let's answer Ayan's question. Ayan passed the CA foundation exam. I'm gonna put that back in because the card, you know what? I got the card, this card came out in reverse. So it's saying no. But I want to see what's at the bottom. It's saying, have you taken the exam yet? Good night, Vaisnavi. Thank you so much, and God bless you too. Hi, Carolyn. Hope you're doing well as well. Exactly, because I'm that's why I'm asking if he passed it. Oh, wait, maybe I read that wrong. But you want the result in March. So did you take the test already, a young? So just so you know, Carolyn, I'm answering yes or no questions. But the card is upright, that means it's a yes. And if it's in reverse, like this card is, it's a no. And if I feel inclined to add on to it, then I'll let you know what messages come to me. No, you haven't taken the test yet? Okay, because with the Hermit, it's saying that you're probably going to have to do more studying. If you've been going out and partying, that might be Spirit telling you to stay home and study with the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. Because we saw the Three of Cups and reversed. So that's the partying card. So if you've been partying and having fun and, having drinks and stuff, you need to stop that. You need to take time to study. All right. Spirit's like, no, if you keep on partying, you ain't gonna pass shit. All right. Get your ass home. Okay. You've taken it. You've taken the exam. Okay. And if it's okay, you said you took the exam because the Three of Cups in reverse. If you fail it, it's because you were having too much fun and you need to stay home and study. Okay. But I wish you luck in your exam. Okay, let me see something. Give me a moment. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Yes. Trust Allah. However the result is, there's always a reason, you know? I believe that. Um, I'm just letting somebody know something before I continue. Ayan. Ayan Khan. Okay, it's so weird when I put the names together. It's Ayan Khan. Ayan Khan. That's what I was reading it as. Okay, I had to send a message to somebody. Okay. Hi, Arushi. How are you? Are you talking to me, Vaishnavi, about Instagram? Okay. So, Carolyn, I saw your message. Okay. What does Surya feel for Arushi? Oh, no, I can't answer that question. It has to be a yes or no, Arushi. So, you can ask, does Surya have feelings for you? I'm answering yes or no. If the card's upright, it's a yes. If it's a no, the card will be reversed. And I'll add a message if I get more. Okay. That's a good yes or no question. My Instagram is Artemis Oracle Tarot. Artemis Oracle Tarot. So it'll have the same profile picture as my channel. It's me holding the moon. Okay, Arushi. Will Surya marry Arushi? Will Surya marry Arushi? It's a no right now, but like I was mentioning earlier, it's reading the current energy. It's looking like a no. I don't know how long you've been dealing with Surya. Are you putting pressure on Surya? Are you like giving him an ultimatum? Yes, yeah, it's looking like a no because the hangman's in reverse. But I don't know if it's like, because what I see is like, are you gonna marry me or not? You know? I don't know, like, oh no? Because the other thing that came to my mind, it's something that is floating around in their mind. You know? It could be, I mean, like, are you gonna marry me? This could be like possibly this is something that they're considering, that they're thinking about. But I would say if there's something about Surya that you don't like, I don't know how I want to say this, but I feel like in a way I kind of want to say don't waste your time. And I don't know why. I don't know why that came to me. I don't know why. I feel like don't waste your time. I don't know if this is like someone that you're only talking to. And you know how some of us ladies, if I think you're a lady, Arushi, and I could be wrong, and men do this too. Like sometimes you're bored and you just want to talk to somebody. I don't know. And you're like, oh, I wonder if I could get married to them or not. But I don't know. I feel like saying that to you. Don't waste your time. Hi, Lavanya. I'm doing well. I'm only answering yes or no questions. So you have to change the question. I hope you're doing well, Lavanya. Okay, okay, you keep, all right, and you're getting sick and sick. There may be something in your house or in your environment that may be making you sick. So it may not, I don't know if you keep going to the doctor and they don't find anything, it's probably because wherever you are, wherever you're spending a lot of your time, there's something there that's causing you to be ill. So I would say definitely look at anything that's new in your space, wherever you spend a lot of time. Try to look for something that's like new or recent. Since you're saying you're getting sick you're getting sick all the time, there could be something in your space that could be causing that. And it could definitely, I don't know if somebody gave you something, because sometimes people could give you objects and it might have negative energy in it. It may have had, someone may have given you a gift. If you believe it's that, they may have put ill intention. So when you accept the gift in a way, it's like you're accepting the intention that was attached to the gift. So there may be something in your space that might be, because that's something I thought of too. But I don't really like to put that out there because I don't want to put that in anybody's head. I feel like if we sense that, if we are feeling that, we will know. Oh my God. I'm gonna be honest with you, Callista. He already had that girlfriend while you were together. So it may be something in your house that you carried over. Because it's usually an object. Because it may be something that you wouldn't even think. So I would say if there's something, it has to be, I'm feeling it's an object in the house. Because if you moved and then you're still getting sick and then your pet died, are you saying your pet died in the old house? Yeah. If it breaks, throw it away. Or you could cleanse it too. You could have cleansed it. So there may be something in your household. And if it's something that you're wearing every day, like I didn't even think about that. It could be something that you're wearing every day. It could be like Vais Navis said, it could be like jewelry. It could be a bracelet. It could be a brooch, a pin, a ring. But if it could be something like that. It's an item that you keep close to you. I don't know. I don't know. This is stupid. And I'm thinking keychain. It could probably be a key. I don't know if you have any keys that you've had for a key. It could be something with a key. A key. I don't know. I'm getting that. I don't know if like a charm or something. If you feel that way, if there's something that you wear all the time, you may have to cleanse it. You could sage it. Pray over it while you're cleansing it. with sage. It could even be literally washing it if it's something that can be washed with soap and water, incense. Pray. It could be something like that. Yeah, I'm getting that vibe. I'm sorry, there's somebody outside. Okay. It could be something like that. Something that you keep close to you. Something that you've... I believe in prayer. I believe in prayer. Ooh, I like doing music. Bells. Ooh. Ding dong, ding dong. Like that type of cleansing too. I'm sorry, I'm making a joke. It's not funny. Okay. Okay. Carolyn. Let me see. Carolyn. You're welcome, Lavanya. Okay. Did Carolyn make the best decision for her relationship? You're saying yes. It's saying that you did make the best decision for your relationship. Especially if you felt like what I'm getting is like the decision you made, it was the right one for you, but it was one that that required bravery. I want to say confidence too. Be confident with the decision you made because it was the right one. That's what I got for you, Carolyn. And see, another yes on the bottom with temperance. Trust yourself, it said. Trust that you made the good decision because whatever it was, it required you to be brave. It took courage. Oh, you're welcome, Shantae. I know it's getting a little slow right now. I hope you have a good evening ahead. Thank you for stopping by. Let me see what time it is because I have to get home soon. It's already 9:13 over here. Thank you, Shantae. I'm going to check something right now. I thank you all for joining me and allowing me to read for you. Okay, let's see. It definitely has to be something that's near you, that's in your environment. Because I'm thinking of something that you may have that you're always around. Because if you're always getting sick. . 'Cause I'm thinking of something that you may have that you're always around. Because if you're always getting sick. 'Cause 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 if you're always getting sick. 'C Did you get a new bed, Lavanya? Do you have a new bed? A new mattress, new bed? Because I'm thinking about something every day, every day. You sleep. Everybody sleeps every day. You sleep in a bed. So something that is every day. Or it could be something that you're always around. It's definitely something in the environment. Good, good. Okay, so now we know it's not that. But it's definitely, it has to be something that is always around you. Hamza. The Hamza hand, the hand. Thank you. I love that you're helping. Because there's certain things that I don't really know, but I feel like it's something that's always around you. Only thing, Marvel. Some prayer for civil services, lots of books and materials. You know, I'm gonna tell you something weird. Because I saw a card and it made me think about a bag. A purse. Bag or purse. Do you have a coin? Like something, like a coin that you don't use, you don't spend, like a lucky coin or like something, I don't know, like okay, that's good. Okay, slowing down the energy slowing down for me. So I'm going to be ending this live. I thank you so much for joining me this evening or this morning. I hope everyone has a wonderful day ahead and that your weekend is as awesome as you are. And Lavanya, I hope everything gets better with you. Okay, because it definitely has to be something around you, something that's always around. It could even be a person. It could just simply be a person. Because I'm going to tell you this much. Sometimes when we could be around the wrong people and they could have stuff going on with them and it could transfer to you. If it's not directed towards you, it could just be somebody that's around you that you, it may be transferring onto you. I hope everything improves. I'm sending lots of love and prayers towards you, so that you feel healthy and whole again. Okay. Okay. Sending you lots of love as well. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day or evening ahead. I'm going to end this live right now. And thank you so much for subscribing or feeling inclined to subscribe. And I hope to do this again soon. Sending you lots of love and light. Take care, everyone. Bye.